You don't have to be a perfect parent. You just got to get it right about 30% of the time. You don't need to be a perfect parent. I'm a licensed therapist specializing in parent-child relationships and the impact of childhood trauma on adults as they get into adulthood. Decades of interpersonal, neurobiological, relational, and attachment research tells us that you really only got to get it right about 30% of the time to have a secure attachment with your child. This means that about a third of the time you are attuned, sensitive, emotionally available to your children in order for them to feel like you understand them, you see them, they feel seen, they feel secure, they feel safe. The rest of the time, you're going to be distracted. You're going to be busy. You're going to be with other kids. You're going to have to work. You're going to be doing all kinds of things that has your attention divided in different places. Or you're going to respond in ways that maybe you wish you didn't. You might not be sensitive. You might be sort of dismissive. You're going to get it wrong a portion of the time. But what attachment research tells us is that even when you get it wrong, if you spend the time making repairs, acknowledging what you did that you didn't like, apologizing when you get it wrong, following it up with behavior change, coming back to the child and saying, hey, I didn't get that right the other day. I'm sorry I did that. I shouldn't have, said that, done that, taken that out on you. That's my bad. And here are all the ways that, we're going to work on that and do it differently next time. Like, that's good enough. You're going to get it right 30% of the time. You're not going to get it right probably like 60% of the time. But if you split that time in half where you get it wrong and you spend another 30% of the time making repairs and getting reattuned after you've had a rupture, that's good enough. That is good enough parenting to make sure that you have a secure attachment with your child. So for adult children of emotionally immature parents who worry about this, who worry about repeating patterns and passing down intergenerational trauma, give yourself some grace. You're going to get it right 30% of the time. You're not going to get it right more than that. But if you spend that time repairing the ruptures, that actually can result in a resilient relationship, a secure attachment with your child. What you're doing is you're setting up neural pathways in that child's brain that says, you are a safe person to have conflict with. You are a safe person to trust that if you get it wrong, you're going to get it right next time. You're going to make up for it. You're going to apologize. You're going to change your behavior. And you're creating new pathways in their brain that tells them that you are a safe person to experience that process with, which means they are going to have the basis for how to resolve conflicts positively already developed, so that when they go out in their life after they've left the nest and they are having their own relationships with friends, with peers, with romantic partners, with employers, whatever the situation, they're going to have that pathway for how relationships should be, how repairs should go. And they're going to take that with them and apply it to situations that they're going to have when you're not around anymore as a parent. Building the building blocks, the template for how they're going to experience the world once they leave your household.